Hello, my loves. We are back again with another video. Today we are doing, well, I say today, it's going to take a few weeks. I'm expecting this video to be up towards the end of summer. Start of July, maybe sometime around then. So, start of July, start of August, because I'm filming in July. It's July right now. So I'm doing a little summer reading vlog, which is very exciting, and I've got the books here. So first off, I'm trying to get through The Best Thing, and then I really want to try and read Tom Lake. I really want to see if I can listen to the audiobook with Meryl Streep, because that just sounds incredible. She's an amazing woman, she's an amazing actress, she's so talented. I would love to see how she does that with the audiobook. I think that'd be so fun. And then I'm going to read Happy Place. Finally. I know, I'm so late to the party. Like, I'm so late. I can't wait to read it. I'm really, really excited. And I also think somehow all of the hype has almost put me off because I'm scared. I'm like, what if I don't like it? But I know I love it and I'm really, really excited. And then Picking Daisies on Sunday. Such a beautiful cover. I saw Sarah read this over on her channel and I just fell in love with the look of it. I don't actually know what this is about. It doesn't really tell you much. Well, I guess it does tell you a lot on the back, but I'm trying not to read the back. I kind of want to do go in blind. I thought that'd be really nice. I think it would be nice to just go in and just not have no clue. So I'm really, really excited to read this. I just think it's so pretty. Like, imagine being in public and looking over. You look so cool. I'm gonna have to make an effort to actually read this when I'm out and about, just for the vibes. So yeah, I am starting off with The Best Thing by Mariana Zapata. I have read From Lukov with Love. I read that, probably like a year and a half ago now, quite a while ago, but I loved it. It took me a while to get into From Lukov with Love. I think it's because it's such a slow burn, and the thing with Mariana Zapata is because they're slow burns, they're slow reads, is what I personally think. Other people might disagree. That's absolutely fine. Reading is subjective, as everyone knows, so that's absolutely fine, my loves. But yeah, so I just think that it might take me a little while to get through this. That's my only thought. I am already 230 pages in because I am filming this video a little late because I haven't been the healthiest person this week, but I really wanted to start it. So I'm almost halfway through. I think I've got literally about 12 pages until I am halfway through, and I am finding it slow. I like it. It's standing at a current 3 stars for me. I think it gets better when you get past the 200 page mark. After I got past the 200 page mark, I was really, really invested. So I think that's the thing. I also think that it's one of those books that if you read a few pages, you're not going to immediately want to sit there for hours. I think you have to read like at least 25, 20 to get properly into it, which I don't mind, but I think sometimes if you're a little bit busy, it does mean it's longer to get through. But it's a really interesting plot. It's got a lot of depth, which I love. Like, all of the characters feel quite fleshed out, which I really, really, really enjoy. I also didn't know that Mariana Zapata books are interconnected. I don't know how I didn't know that, but I never figured that one out. And so Luna, she has a best friend, the main character in this, called Luna. Luna and Lenny, it's really cute. But Luna is from Luna and the Lie, which I think that's what it's called. I might be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I haven't read that yet, and I was going to, okay? I searched up on Amazon, and then I saw that it was 630 pages, and that scared me. It scared me, and I did not buy it, because 630 pages, guys. It's a lot of pages, and I have a rule about romance books where I'm like, they shouldn't be over 350. And this one's like 480, but I'm willing to read it for quite a while. It doesn't tell you much on the back, and so I'm really hesitant to tell you guys about it, because I feel like if it doesn't say much on the back, the author intended it all to be a series of surprises and plot twists. So I'm actually not going to tell you what it's about. I'm just going to let you guys go in blind. But it's beautiful. Yeah, and I'm loving Lenny and oh no, guys. Jonah. I'm loving Lenny and Jonah's relationship. I think it's really complex, which I really love. It's so it's so much it's so full of threads that just keep getting tangled up, if you know what I mean. They've got so much to work through. But I think that makes it realistic, which I enjoy. I think sometimes when you read a romance book, they do just fall in love, and it's like sometimes life is a little bit more complicated than that. And I'm really enjoying that aspect. I wish there wasn't a real life picture on the cover, but we'll get past it, we'll brave it. And yeah, I will come back to you guys when I'm reading a little bit more of this one. Do some reading with me. It's really good so far. I've just read like 2 more pages, but it's really, really, really good. Enjoying it. I'm hoping to get it done by like, I'm gonna be nice to myself. I'm gonna say the end of this week, because I'm in a reading slump at the moment. So that gives me like 6 days. But I'm really hoping I'll get it done way quicker than that. On to chapter 13. Taylor Swift's favourite number. So I'm now on chapter 15, so I just finished reading chapter 14 and I finished chapter 13. I'm now on page 261 and I am over halfway. I don't know if anyone else has this, but when you read a book and then you get to the over halfway mark and you look at it where your bookmark is and you see that you've read more than you've got left, it's such a serotonin booster. And I also always feel like the second half of a book goes way quicker than the first for some reason. So I feel like we are on track to finishing this soon. The chapter I just read, chapter 14, was. Am I gonna sneeze? No. Chapter 14, it was a lot. There was a really gross scene. I'm gonna warn you guys, there was a really gross scene in chapter 14. Oh, it was funny. Like it was funny gross. It was funny gross, but it was still gross, and I was like traumatized. But it was also, but then after that scene, there was a really sweet, emotional, cute scene. Sorry, my tripod's shaking because it's on my bed. Little catch up for you. It is, oh, it's really sunny. The sun is like glaring into my face, but it does mean you look a little bit funny on the camera, the lighting. We're on my bed again, so if the tripod's shaking, just a little bit, or try your best to, because I don't really know where else to put it on, and I'm really comfy here, and I don't want to move. So, anyway, the best thing. Should I give you some updates? I will give you some updates. I'm on page 416 out of 484, so I am really hoping to get this finished tonight. Fingers crossed. I really haven't got long left. I can't do maths, but it's around 60 something pages, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, 60 something pages left. It's going well. I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more than I was when I started reading it. I'm definitely enjoying the second half more than the first half. I feel like it's still going to be a 3-star read for me. I don't think it's above 3 stars just because of how long it's taking me to read it, because I'm just not feeling like I want to pick it up every second of the day. You know, I'm not feeling that deep love. I'm just not. I think as well I am in a bit of a reading slump. I'm just going to hold this tripod actually. I'm just going to I am going to see you guys here. You can see my little tangled toes there. So I'm not in love with it. Like, I'm definitely not completely and utterly obsessed. But it's been nice. Like, it's been a fun read, and I really enjoyed the plot. But yeah, I just feel like maybe if it was the same plot and just a different writing style, maybe a different setting, I would really love it. But yeah, we're gonna see and get back to you guys. I'm gonna finish it, and I will see you later. I'm back. We just took a little break from reading. I went on a walk with my mum, and now we are waiting for some delivery to arrive. So while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna read some more of this. I now have 26 pages left, and I don't know if anyone else feels like this, but I always feel like the last 30 pages of a book take the longest, and I always feel like I'm sort of dragging through them. I hope that's just like not a me thing. Like, yeah, it takes me a little while to get through the end, but I am. Again, I like it, but I don't love it, and I still haven't. I loved it the most in the middle of the book, but as we got more towards the end, I haven't found that love again. So I do think it's still sitting at 3 stars because I think I would love the plot if it was in a different book. So yeah, but I'm gonna read some more and I'm gonna update you when I actually finish it. Okay, it's a little bit later in the evening because I have had dinner and I have gone on a walk. Oh, my light's gone off. Let me turn that back on. But I had dinner, went on a walk. So it's about, I think it's nearly 10 o'clock at night now, and I have finished The Best Thing by Mariana Zapata. My light just ran out again. I think it's out of charge. You'll have to excuse the dimness. I'm sorry, guys, but I finished it. I'm going to do a proper talk about it in the morning when I've slept on it and when I've actually got good lighting. I'm just going to say quickly now that I literally finished it and then immediately texted my friends on the group chat because it had a surprisingly emotional ending. I did shed a tear. I shed a tear, which is surprising because it's a book that I'm going to rate 3 stars. I would recommend it to others, but I will not be reading it again because it just was a little bit too slow for me. I just don't think. Yeah, it was just. I don't really know. I think it was just a bit too slow for me. I think that's why I didn't love it. Um, it was a bit repetitive. I feel like we were doing sort of the same thing every single page, and I get it because it's like real life. You know what I mean? It's realistic, but at the same time, I did find it a little bit repetitive and quite slow. So it will be a 3 star, but it did make me shed a tear, which is surprising. And I did like the characters and I like the story. I just think the writing and the pace wasn't quite it for me. But yeah, it was a shocking ending. It took me by surprise, we can just say that. And I will leave you now, guys, and I will go to bed, or I might start one of the other books in this video. I need to work out which one I'm going to read next. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys now, take my makeup off, go to sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye. Okay, hi guys. So we are literally about to go out the door to go and spend the weekend at Goodwood Car Festival, which I'm very excited for. But I wanted to come up here and give you a quick update because it has been a few days. I am on page 150 something, I'm pretty sure, of Happy Place. It's in my handbag right now, ready to go. So I'm gonna leave it in there because I've like packed it in a specific, because I have to fit everything in this tiny handbag. So it's really like, it's really in there. But I am on page 150 something. I've downloaded the audiobook from Spotify, see if I have time to listen to it a little bit on the journey. I probably won't, but I'm going to try. And I'm just really excited to go to Goodwood. I think it's going to be super, super fun, and I'm going to read as much as I can while I'm there. I was stupid. I was trying to pack 3 books, and I was like, girl, you're leaving on Saturday and you're going to be home by Monday. 2 nights. Like, you don't need 3 books. So I packed 2, including Happy Place. So I'm quite impressed with myself. But yeah, I'm really, really, really loving it. I'm loving Win and Harriet. I must admit, I'm liking Harriet more than Win at the moment. I think Win is going to take a little bit longer to grow on me, but I do love them both. I love the story. I love their friends, Sabrina and Parth, Cleo and Kimmy. I really love it. I think it's really cute. It's giving me like the summer I turned pretty vibes. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it at the moment. I really love it. It's definitely bringing me out of my slump. I've already highlighted so much. So yeah, at the moment it's sitting at 4 stars. Hopefully by the end, I think I've got like 200 and something pages left. So hopefully by the end it will come up to a 5. I'm really, really hoping so. Regarding the best thing, I'm going to do a review of all the books I've read at the end of the video, I've decided. Just because we're running out of time before we go away, and I feel like it would be nicer to review them all at the end and do like a highest rated and lowest rated little catalogue for you guys. So I feel like that'd be quite nice. So I will continue vlogging, and I will see you guys a little bit later. Lots of love, and I'm also loving Happy Place. Bye guys. Hi guys, so I actually didn't record much of me reading Happy Place because I was actually so immersed in it and I really wanted to enjoy reading it without the pressure. But I have recorded a few clips, so I'm sure they're in the video somewhere. But I did finish this yesterday and it was a 5-star read. Obviously, I'm not going to say too much because I'm going to do a review of all the books at the end of the video, but this was definitely a 5-star read, and I'm so happy it was because I haven't had a 5-star read since about April, and that's a long time for me. And I was starting to think, oh god, like, why haven't I had a 5-star? Like, do I not like reading? Like, what's wrong? But no, this has reassured me that everything is okay, and it was just mesmerizing. Definitely 5-star. The biggest 5-star of the year. Made me ugly cry, but also me laugh and blush and giggle and kick my feet. It was amazing. Emily Henry is a true genius. I've highlighted so many passages. I don't want to show you the quotes because I'm just worried that that would spoil it for some people, because I know some people are very precise on what their spoilers are, and that is completely what was on my hand doing there. And that is completely okay because I'm kind of the same. I just can't get over how amazing this is. If Happy Place has 1 fan, it's me. If it has 0, I'm out of the planet. Like, and I was so scared to read this as well because of all the hype. I was like, what if I don't like it? But it was amazing. It did not let me down. It actually surpassed expectations. I'm just in shock. The title, though, who called it Happy Place? Emily. Kind of giving me slightly the wrong expectation there. But it was amazing. I actually cannot stop. I liked it so much that I was out and about in my local town, and I actually picked up another book. I actually picked up a few books, so I'm just going to show you this little haul that I got today. So yeah, I went to the works and they didn't have any other Emily Henry books in there apart from Happy Place, which I found kind of ironic. I was like, oh, because they do have Funny Story, so I was hoping that was still there, but it has gone, which I was a bit upset about. But I'll find it or I'll order it. It will come to me somehow. But yeah, so then I went to Waterstones to look for some Emily Henry books, and I found Book Lovers. It was between this and You and Me on Vacation, and I was like really torn. But I ended up picking this one up purely because Nora, Her Whole Life is Books. I was like, same gully. So I ended up picking this up, and it was actually a complete bargain because I had like 50p on my Waterstones card and I had like I think I had like £7 something on my gift card, and so it actually ended up being £1.82. What to say? £1.82 for this gorgeous book that I know I'm gonna love because it's more Emily Henry, and I really can't wait to read this. So I'm gonna do a little reading vlog on this one as well when I read it. Hopefully this summer. I mean, definitely this summer. And it's a gorgeous cover. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. Really, really excited. And then when I was in the works, I've been really wanting to read Out on a Limb, and I mean for so long. To the point where I was really wanting to read it and it wasn't even out yet in the UK, which is awful. I don't know if it was out actually at all. I'm not sure. And I read Next of Kin by her, by Hannah Bonham Young, should I say, to try and like ease the need to read Out on a Limb. And I really liked Next of Kin. It wasn't the best read, but it was good. Like I enjoyed it. And then when I was in the works, I saw the brand new paperback of Out on a Limb, which by the way is gorgeous, for £2.50. £2.50. That's insane. So all my UK girlies, run, don't walk to the works because £2.50, incredible. I'm so excited to read this too. This will also have a reading vlog. I feel like I'm gonna start doing just reading vlogs for the books that I can't wait to read, just singular. Like I'll do one video for Out on a Limb and then one video for book lovers and one video for the other book I picked up today. So yeah, I'm just so excited and I can't believe that I found it for £2.50 because I saw it in Waterstones last week and I was like, I can't get it right now. Like I just £10 is a lot when you're buying quite a few books. I was like, I can't get it right now, but £2.50. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh my god, they've got the adult content sticker on. That's embarrassing. I just realised that. But yeah, Out on a Limb. I'm so excited for it. And then lastly, I was really wanting Just for the Summer. And I was thinking I'm gonna go into Waterstones and get Just for the Summer. But I went to the works first and I found it for £3. Again, run, don't walk to the works. £3. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. Everyone's been reading it and loving it. I'm just so excited. I'm so, so excited. Yeah, I'll do reading vlog for this one as well. I'm so excited to read these books. So yeah, that's my mini haul. I've got Book Lovers. Oh, I can't carry it. I've got Book Lovers, Just for the Summer, and Out on a Limb. Just absolute bargain. It was a great day. It was a great day for book shopping. And then I have actually 2 days ago, I started picking daisies on Sundays, and I'm sure I've done some vlogging on it. I will probably put the vlogging of me reading it 2 days ago and today actually in the next clip, just for like continuity purposes. But picking daisies on Sundays, I am on page 96 of 307. Firstly, I know I've said this in other videos, but it's gorgeous. It's just so cute, so summery. I feel like I'm an it girl when I'm reading it in public, so we love that. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I think it's definitely good at 4 stars. I'm hoping it will go up. I'm really hoping that we are on a 5-star streak. It's really quick, it's really easy to read. She quotes Taylor Swift in it, which is just such a slay. I'm loving it. It's cliche and it's romantic, but in the best way possible. It's a quick read. I just really love it. I'm really hoping we're on streak of finding another 5-star this month, and I really hope this is this because I love it. They even make Taylor Swift references, and we know I love Taylor Swift. We know it. It's amazing. It's great. It's so great. So yeah, I am really, really enjoying this. I can't wait to read more. I'm loving it, and it's set in New York, and I've been to New York, so I think that's like even more special because they'll go places, and I'll be like, I've been there. I know what it sounds like. I know what it smells like. Not in a weird way, but do you know what I mean? You have the memory of the place that you've been to. So it's really, really cool. Big fan. I'm going to read some more, and I will see you guys later. Hey guys, editing Amy here. So, funny story. I loved picking daisies on Sundays so much that I somehow forgot to film me talking about it after I'd finished reading it. Oops. What I can tell you is that I absolutely loved it. One of the best books that I've read this year. The themes, the romance, the characters, it was all just incredible. And I do a full review of it at the end of the video, so stay tuned! Hi guys, so I'm here with an update on Tom Lake. I am now on chapter 8 and I am listening to it on audiobook purely. I have read a little bit of it, but I've read it as I've been listening to it as well. So I've been listening to it all the time. I really love the audiobook. I really love Meryl Streep as the narrator. She's so talented. She really brings the story to life. I think the writing is beautiful. I do think that it's a little bit of a slow read, but I honestly think it's meant to be that way. I think it's a story about storytelling, so I think it's meant to be that way. I do want to speed up the process because I feel like at the moment I'm listening to the audiobook when I'm cleaning my room or getting ready or going to bed or on the bus, you know, all those kind of stuff. And I want to be listening to it more every day just so I can get through it a bit more. I'm also going to try and read it without the audiobook, which I tried before and it felt really weird. I had to put the audiobook on. I'm going to try, or I'll try obviously reading alongside the audiobook, which is what I have done. So yeah, at the moment it's a 3.5. I really want to get it up to a 4. I think it will be up to a 4 by the end of me reading it. But for a contemporary novel, as someone who doesn't read many contemporary novels, it's really getting me back into them and making me think, yeah, I definitely want to read this. And it makes me want to be an actor more, which is great. It's so great. Plus, it's such a homely story. Like, as someone who's grew up in the countryside, it feels a bit like home. So yeah, it's moving, and with the feeling of nostalgia and watching the three daughters grow up into their own figures and having the mother's commentary on all of that, I just think it's really moving, really nostalgic, really beautiful. It's really human, and I really admire that. I think it takes skill to write like that. I'll update you guys the more I read, but I'm really liking it so far, and I hope that we continue on that journey. See you soon. Hi guys! So we just finished all the books. It's the end of the video! I feel like I've been filming this video forever. I mean, to be honest, it has been like about a month, so that makes sense. But I have finished reading Tom Lake, so I have now finished all of the books that I've read in this video. So I'm going to go through and rate them all and just talk a little bit about them. I won't talk too much because I feel like this video is already really long and you guys are going to be like, so. But I am going to talk a little bit. So first off, the first book I read in this video was The Best Thing by Mariana Zapata. I am going to rate this 3 stars. I was actually going to rate it like 2.5, but I did really enjoy the middle of the book and I would recommend it to other people, so I'm going to rate it 3. I don't know if I'd ever read this again. I mean, who knows, but it isn't on my radar to ever read again at the moment. But if a friend was like, I want this particular romance vibe, I wouldn't hesitate to recommend it to someone else. I just think that, I don't really know, it's a bit confusing for me to be honest, because I actually really liked From Lukov with Love. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit strained, I do still have that cold I was talking about. I really liked from Look of Love, so I don't really know what's different about this. I don't know if it was because I was in a bit of a slump. I don't know if it's because the setting wasn't particularly interesting to me, although the plot was. I loved the middle. I think maybe it's the fact that it was quite repetitive, this book. The main character sort of woke up and did the same thing every day, which is normal, of course, but I didn't particularly enjoy reading it when it was just like this again, this again, this again. So I think that's why I'm going to stick to the freestyle guns. But like I said, I did love from Luke Off of Love. So I'm not at all saying that she's not an author for me. I'm just saying that this book wasn't for me. I probably will read another one of her books because she's written so many that at least another one is bound to interest me. So yeah, this book is going to be a freestyle read for me. Next one is a absolute 5 stars. I didn't actually I think there's one clip of me reading this book in this reading vlog, which I feel quite bad about, but it's because I was so immersed in it that I completely forgot to film about it because it was so good. And then when I was thinking about filming it, I was already sitting down reading it and had been for a while, and I was so immersed in it that I didn't want to get up and pick up the camera and have to start again because I just loved it. And that is Happy Place by Emily Henry. Absolute 5 stars. I think it's the best book I've read this year. I would recommend this to everyone. In fact, I already am. All of my friends, I'm like, guys, you have to read Happy Place. I just really love it. I think as well, I found the characters really relatable and I found the plot quite relatable. It was the perfect summer setting. And I just ate it up. I really did. It's so good. Emily Henry is a genius. Her writing is incredible. The way she writes is just so artful. It's just incredible. There's so many quotes I've underlined. If you guys want me to do an in-depth review of Happy Place, please say, because I absolutely will. But let me know because I don't want to read these quotes out and then spoil it a little bit for you guys. I know that some of you like to go in blind to a book, which is so fair. So yeah. But God, 5 stars. I don't even know what to say about it. It was, it's so good that you're speechless. You think about it and you're just in shock of how good it was. It made me sob. It made me sob. It made me laugh, cry, kicking my feet, sobbing, everything. It literally had me doing it all. Best book of the year. Hands down. It was truly incredible. And I cannot wait to read Book Lovers, which is now on my shelf. And after Book Lovers, I am going to go out and buy the rest of them. Don't you worry. There will be reading vlogs of probably every single Emily Henry book on this channel soon. So yeah, 5 stars, 6 stars even, 6 stars. 6 stars. Best book of the year. The next book we have is actually another 5 star. It wasn't as good as Emily Henry's Happy Place. That's got its own 6 star place in my head, but it definitely was a 5 star. I definitely loved it. I found it so immersive and romantic and just adorable, but also so human. Search up the themes of this book before you read it because I know there's certain subjects that could be a little bit triggering for some people, so please search them up, make sure you're reading something that is good for you. These subplots were so accurate. The way that she talked about them and the way that they were described were very accurate. And it did make me tear up a little bit. And yeah, it literally, again, smiling, laughing, kicking my feet, crying, all of the emotions. And that is Picking Daisies on Sundays. And it's quite short as well, which is so lovely. And just even the detail on this cover, I think is so clever and it's just incredible. I again underlined and highlighted a lot of the quotes in this book. And as well, let me show you the prologue. Taylor Swift quotes. But yeah, absolute 5 star read, and so is Happy Place. I just think that if you're going to read 2 books this summer, read Picking Daisies on Sundays and Happy Place. They were just incredible, and I'm so glad that they're both 5 stars, well, 6 star reads, because I was going through 3 months of no 5-star reads. It was kind of like stressing me out. Like, I know it shouldn't because reading is something that you're meant to enjoy, but when you don't get a 5-star for a while, you're a bit like, oh no, like, what's going on? Like, why can't I find one? So I'm just so happy. But yeah, I could honestly like go on about these two books forever. Like, I could probably write my diss on these two books. I just love them so much, and I'm so happy that I've read them. And I'm so happy that I brought you guys along on the journey of me finding 2 more 5-star reads this year. Very, very happy. You can see it on my face. I'm just so happy. And then literally today, while I was cleaning my room, I finished off the audiobook of Tom Lake. I'm going to give this book a 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the plot and the setting because it's set, or it talks about the career field that I'm studying at university and that I work in. So it was really, really interesting to read about that, especially read about it in the past tense and read about it. I don't know particularly when it's set, like late 1900s, I think the storytelling is set in. So to read about how the career field was at that time is just so interesting. It's heartbreaking as well because there was a lot of issues with it, but it was a really, really interesting read. I think that the way Ann Platchett just creates her characters is incredible. I think she just knows people and she knows humans in a way that not many people do or not many people can create and write about. I felt like these people were real. I feel like if I searched them up on the internet, they would come up as a result. It was just beautiful as well. As someone who grew up in the countryside, I felt quite at home in like the cherry orchard setting. It reminded me of my own childhood, and obviously I'm not a mother, but the theme of motherhood and girlhood and just coming of age in this book is just incredible. The themes of identity and coming of age are just so well thought out, especially regarding the career field of this book. And I honestly loved it. I really loved it. I didn't feel like I would think about it forever. And I think that's the only reason that it's not a 5-star because I just don't feel like it's going to be on my mind 24/7. I loved it. I loved the audiobook. I must admit, I tried to read it and it just didn't hit the same as listening to the audiobook narrated by the incredible Meryl Streep. And so I think that's also a reason that it's not a 5-star because I feel like I should have been able to read it and love it just as much as well. But it is a 4-star, so it was still a great read. I will still recommend it to everyone. It's just gorgeous. The cover also reminds me of like a Monet painting. Um, I don't know if that's the vibe they were going for. I hope so. It just it's so beautiful. Her writing, I just can't get over her writing. Like I wish I could write like her. Yeah, 4-star read. So there are all the books that I read in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you can excuse my slowly dying voice. And I hope you guys had just as much fun watching this as I had fun making it. It was a great time. I'm so happy with the books I've read. And yeah, I just can't wait to talk more about these in future videos and see you guys again soon. So lots of love. Don't forget to comment, subscribe and like, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.